Welcome to Cook Serve Delicious 2 and my continuing attempts to do all the Chef for Hire events at all the restaurants and get a medal each time, preferably gold. This time around I'm going back to the Deep All You Can Eat and shift number 6, which has fish, crab cakes, crab's legs, the shrimp basket and fish you have to cut up, with gumbo I think that is as a side, tea and lemonade as a drink, 60% buzz and 10 serving stations. I should know all of these foods well enough to do okay at this. When I say do okay, is get a gold medal by getting a perfect day. That's what I consider okay. But no guarantees, because apparently there isn't much that gets prepared in advance. So whilst I'm waiting for the shrimp to cook, I'll prepare a load of sides. Oil crab cakes. That's possibly the only food that's going to confuse me, is the oil and crab cakes. Well, that and my own brain freezing up, which apparently is just done, and it's struggling. Crab cakes and lettuce. Yes, just trying to remember the stuff that goes with crab cakes. Well, I've certainly got plenty of sides. Crab cakes, lobster sauce. Okay. That's a lot of fish. Four and six are done. 3 wants to be next. Okay. Amazingly enough, I've still got sides left. 1, 3, 2. Number 9 is salmon. 10 are crab cakes. Okay, I've run out of shrimp. And I'm having brain problems. Like my brain has decided now's a good time to stop working. Which is not true. 5. 6 is cooked. 7 wants to be that. Number 9 wants to be that. Crab cake, citrus mayo. Alright. 5, 7, 6. Right, now I need some more gumbo. Oh, didn't see that order come in. Okay, I've got plenty of sides that should last me through the next rush hour. Apparently this rush hour is going to be more crab cake oriented. Apparently I'm also going to need some more shrimp. Okay, let's do number 8. I was just thinking I'd caught up for a second then. And oh no! Don't ever get to think you've caught up in this game, because it will soon disabuse you of that notion. Yeehaw! That actually wasn't that bad. Yes, it got a little busy during the rush hours, but at no point did I feel overly stressed during that shift. It's one of the nice things about doing fish. It takes a little time to cook, which gives you time to get to the next orders. The chores, however, managed to annoy me a couple of times, but only mildly because I wasn't, as I say, under too much stress. So there's my perfect day and my gold medal. And I've now got 200 gold medals. And a slice of pie has been added to my pantry. Shift was that? Shift number 6. Okay, shift number 7. Kind of similar, but add pasta. Yeah, one more dish. Oh, and they swapped the shrimp basket for fried fish, but it's pretty much the same. So it'll be busier, but possibly put me under a little more pressure than I was under this time, but hopefully not too much. That was shift number 6. Yep. Okay, like I said, my brain has suddenly decided to switch off partway through that shift. I've no idea why. I'm just struggling now with everything. Okay, well the one email is that new office. Hey everyone, I just wanted to let you all know that I've been relocated to a new office a few miles south. I can still get emails and phone calls the same way I used to, so don't worry about it. Strangely, I'm the only one that the managers decided to move to this new location, so I'm all alone right now. Don't get me wrong, I love having my own space, but it is disappointing to not get to see Bryson as much. Bryson always made coming to work with the rest of you dorks manageable. Interestingly, well, it might not be interesting, but along the same vein, I was working with a colleague, and thanks to the stupidity of the management we had at the time, they got rid of most of her colleagues and dumped all the work on her, and she got stressed, and the more stressed she got, the more outspoken she got, the more cynical, sarcastic, and generally obnoxious she could be to her direct manager and anybody that was stupid enough to annoy her. So, even though they had banned working from home for the most part for that team, her manager told her to go home for a few weeks and work from home and come back when she'd calmed down a little, because no one wanted to deal with her And I thought that was a really good way of getting to work from home. Become so obnoxious that your own manager sends you home because your attitude is such that no one wants to be around you. Just reminded me from that wonderful email. Yes, I now work for a company that doesn't allow working from home, which is a tad of a disappointment. It means I've got to drag myself into the office 5 days a week, rather than the 1 or 2 days a week I was dragging myself into the office before we got taken over by this new company. Which really does cut down on the amount of time you get to spend at home and the more time you have to spend travelling, which makes your evenings so much shorter and gives you so much less free time, because all the things you would used to get out of the way in the evenings now stack up one behind the other waiting for the weekend, which cuts heavily into your weekend free time. So this new company is now getting the wonderful, admittedly not so much from me, but from some of my colleagues, well, if you want me to work from the office, that means I'm never taking my laptop home. It gets locked in my desk drawer in the evening, and I just go straight home, and if you want to contact me after work, good luck trying. I'm not quite that bad. I take my laptop home with me, and it's in a bag. It gets thrown in a corner and it gets forgotten about till the next morning, but it's there if I need it. I do, however, have the attitude of, if you want to contact me after working hours, good luck with that. I don't answer the phone to phone numbers I don't know, and if I do know your phone number and I know it's work, I'm definitely not answering it. So the whole, we're going to ban you from working from home, we expect you to work in the office all the time, does have its downsides when people who are used to having that flexibility have it taken away. It does create an attitude problem. There you go. Just the insights to the joys of working for various companies and the joys of attitude problems. Although, just to continue the saga, I once worked with a guy who said he was told by one of his managers, there's no such thing as an attitude problem, there's a management problem. Then he became my manager, and he accused me of having an attitude problem, at which point I happily quoted back to him, there's no such thing as an attitude problem, there's a management problem. And he left me the hell alone after that. No, just little quirks of too long working in IT. Yes, we tend to become jaded and cynical after a while. Okay, well, that wonderful, my brain has just stopped working and here comes silly stories moment. I will end this episode to see if I can get my brain working again. As always, I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I will see you down the road for more Chef for Hire events in Cook Serve Delicious 2. Cheerio!